Hi guys, it's Millie and I am back again with another video. So in today's video, I want to show you how I budget my paycheck using my zero-based budget method. Now, this method just ensures that after I allocate my funds to the different needs that I have, I should have exactly $0 left over. The good thing about having a zero-based budget is that you know exactly where your money is going. Each dollar is accounted for, and also it keeps you from getting any surprises or any leakages, I guess, in your budget because you know that you know where each dollar is going. There's no surprises. You're not forgetting to pay a bill. You are basically accounting for 100% of the money that comes in that you make. It helps you to be proactive with your money. So instead of being reactive when money comes in, you're proactive. You already have a plan for how you want to spend your money. I don't have money just laying around in my account. If I have money in my account, it's going somewhere. So there's a purpose for it. So I'm going to be showing you how I budget in this video. So this is my real life budget. It's a little messy. I budget by paycheck because I get paid twice a month. So if you guys want to see more of this, just let me know. Just so you know that this budget is a little bit more flexible. So with this budget in July, I'm doing a lot more things. I'm eating out a lot more. So, it's a bit more flexible and I left room to breathe a little because I did pay ahead my debt. So you're not going to really see much of the debt payment in this budget. But if you want to see a more strict budget, my typical strict budget, I can make another video that shows that. But the whole point of this video is to show you how I budget when my paycheck comes and how I plan for it and what I do and how the zero-based budget works. It's very easy. Now, in this video, you're going to see me trying to really process through as I'm budgeting because that's how the process works. I didn't want to come on, with a clear plan. I kind of knew what I had going on, but I wanted you guys to get the real live process of how this actually works. So you're going to see me thinking a lot in the video. I'm going to be pausing at times, wanting to see where I can allocate funds. I may remove some funds from a budget and all these things. So grab something to drink, whatever you want, and follow me through this process. We are starting off with the July 15th paycheck. I like to budget by paycheck. So I get paid a total of $4,626 and 68 cents for the entire month of July. But they split that payment into two. So if you split it, it's $2,313 and 34 cents. So when I budget, I like to think about the activities that I have going on. I like to keep that in mind so that I know where I need to allocate funds. So as you can see, for the month of July, I have some things going on because it's summer. There's always something going on. I do use the zero-based budget. So that just means every dollar that you see here, it has a job. So at the end of budgeting, I should have $0 left over. So I always tithe. I start with tithes and offering first before I do anything else. Now, I've listed bills according to where they fall. So these bills will be covered with the July 15th paycheck. Again, here's my income. And first, we're going to start with our tithes and offering. 313.86. So we got that down. All right, so look, now we have 1,999.48 cents left. Okay, so I like to just kind of go down here and keep going. So PPL, so let's see what the bill is. I should have checked, but I didn't. I usually like to divide this into two just so that I'm not having to pay the whole lump sum because it can be pretty expensive. This month it's 191.31 cents. 191.31 cents. I'm going to divide that by 2 because I like to pay it in half. So that's $95.65. So I'm just gonna put 95. Let me just round it to 96. How about that? I like to pay attention to this because it tells me, or this, it tells me exactly what I have left over. So then my phone bill for this month, I believe it is $214. Let's just check again. 214.79. So 214.79, we're gonna put that there. Then life insurance, it's usually the same every month. I believe it's like $66. So it's gonna be $66.23. So $66.23. We're gonna put that there. And then car insurance, it's so beautiful. It's $80.79. All right, we got that going. And this is where we're at. Whew. Move down to my debt. I know it probably makes sense to come here first, but I just kind of like to visit here. So for this month, I'm not going to be as disciplined just because I have so much going on, and I just wanted to give myself a little break from paying any debts that I don't have to. I have been paying ahead, so I'm not going to worry about the city. I'm not going to worry about this. This is due in August. And I'm not going to worry about this, maybe. So I'm going to leave that alone. So let's go to Discover, because Discover is due every month. So it's $281. My goodness. 281. See, this is exactly why I need to pay this off. This is ridiculous. So that's that. So then CapCut is due as well. Let's see how much we need to pay for CapCut. $20. CapCut is going to be $20. Canva is going to be $18. And then Gmail is going to be exactly $3.17. You know what? Let's make it $19.99 because that's usually what it is. We're doing good. So we have that going. So we got our subscriptions covered. Now we'll go to our daily living. Let's see. Do I want to start with my daily living or do I want to start with my savings? Let's start with daily living because this is my day-to-day. So gas, I like to budget at least $30 to $40 for this paycheck. So I think I'm just gonna put 25. We're good on that. And then therapy's $25. Groceries, I like to do $120 each paycheck. But I did get some grocery shopping done. So maybe we can split that into two, $60. And then household items. Now I'm thinking, what do I need? I'm thinking, see, we're doing this in real time. This is my process. So, trying to think. Let's say I want to put, because things are kind of pricey. If something comes up, thinking like $40. And then toiletries and personal care, $40 here again. Health and wellness, let's just do like 40. I guess I like 40s. Let's do that. And then honestly, I think I could do like 30, but it's okay. And then eating out. So this is where we're at. This is where we are at right now. And then eating out again. Eating out, let's just go ahead and put $250. Now this is where it gets interesting. As you can see, I only have 381, so I need to reevaluate how I want to allocate these funds. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this for now, and we're actually going to come here. Because sometimes if I start with the most important things, it helps me to see what's actually important. So I already had a plan actually for my savings. For my husband, I was gonna save $32 each month. So we'll put $32 there. And then for the winter electricity bill, I'm saving $65 there. And then for the Christmas challenge or savings, I don't know what I call it, a challenge, I'm gonna put 55. And then investments, I actually have $200 somewhere else. So, but I'm gonna actually put $20 here. And then I always like to put, I usually put like $77.50. Perfect. So I feel good about this. So this is the process. Budgeting can be messy. Sometimes you'll think you did the right thing, but then you have to go back and fix it. So for me, I realized that I needed to prioritize this first before prioritizing other things, and then I'm gonna go back in and tweak a little bit. So I feel good that I funded what is important right now, and then I will go ahead and come back to this. So I feel good about this. This is constant. This honestly can be $50 because I just got some things. This can honestly be $30, and this I'm gonna keep it the same just because. This I'll leave that the same. So we have $605 and a penny to work with. So I still need to figure out how much I want to put for eating out, cousin, baby goat. Well, baby goat is like $3. This should have stayed. This is for my lashes and whatnot, so I want to make sure I have that. So let me look at my calendar to see when those appointments are, because I think I did schedule them in advance. Let's just do like $70 for that. And then we're just gonna do nails. Or honestly, should I do $100? Because my toes too. Let me see. I'm just gonna do $95 just to be on the safe side. And then we have my cousin who's coming over. How much do you think I need? I'm asking you guys as if you know. So again, it all depends on what I have left over. So let's see. I'll probably combine these. Like obviously when my cousin comes, we're going to do things. So, and I don't go out to eat that much anyway. So I like to put, let's see, we have $507. Okay, let's do $250. So now I have $257. And then car detailing, I know that it's, I think it's $150. So because of tax, I'm gonna just do $155 just because. And then now we have $102 left over. Ooh, now you may look at my budget and judge me, but listen, this is what, again, this is what works for me. And this month, honestly, I'm being very flexible my budget does not always look like this. I don't always have money to do fun things. All of my money goes to my debt, all of this. But again, this month I just decided I needed to breathe a little. So I have 102 left over. Now, because it's a zero-based budget, we want to make sure that this becomes zero. So where can I add this to? I think I'm gonna add it to my savings. Let's do that. Let's add to the savings. So we're gonna do that. So then I want to also add it to now that I think about it, my parents' birthday is coming up, so I'm actually going to put some money towards that. I forgot about that. I definitely forgot. So I think I wanted to do $60 a month for them. So I'm gonna put $60, and then I have $10 left over. Okay. This is kind of looking sad, even though I know that's not what's there. But let's see where we can add $10. I'll probably add it to this. Just in case I wanted to grab something when I'm out. There we go. We'll add it to the baby goats if I wanted to get ice cream or something. I don't know. Pick up random things. So this is it. We made it to $0. So this is what it's looking like. Again, this budget is very generous for this month, at least half of the month. Now we are focusing on the second paycheck, which is for the end of July. So again, we have these activities in mind, but we don't have to worry about these, so we can cross these out. Wait, did I do my detailing? Oh my gosh, I think I was able to get my car detailing stuff in. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to remove this for nail appointment. I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to leave that. So then I would have, these are the things that I need to keep in mind. Now, this paycheck is a little tight because it goes to rent. So my rent is $1,671.40 something. Okay, so that's what we need to look at. So those are our bills, half of the electricity bill. And then these subscriptions, we only have 2. And then daily living, same thing, same thing, same thing. Okay. It's not what we want. So this is what we want. So I do not tithe again. I only tithe one time. So let's go ahead and see how much exactly I need to put for rent, even though I know it's the same, but I just like to make sure that my numbers are correct. 1,671.49. Okay, 1,671.49. And then PPL, remember we broke it down into 2, so this is gonna be, so we're gonna make it 95.31. So we have that. Oh, look at this paycheck. Look, this is what we're working with. I mean, this is real life. This is real life. So we only have $546. So we're definitely not, we don't need to put in any extra money here because I don't really have to. And I honestly don't want to. Let's be honest, I can, but I don't want to. Again, we're treating ourselves this month. And then This is due the 3rd of the month. So I always like to have something in here. So it's iCloud is about $317. So then I like to have Amazon Prime, $7.94. All right, so this is for August, but again, we're going to use this paycheck to save for that. And then therapy, probably not gonna do therapy because I'm already getting it twice a month this month. So, but we can save ahead. So we're gonna put that in there. Grocery, I think I would like to do about $100. I usually do 120, so I'm gonna do 120. And then household items, I don't think I'm gonna need any household items, so that one I can skip because I can't think of anything. Don't think I'll need that either. Don't think I'll need that either. Eating out, this definitely. Let's see, I do have that beach trip to consider, which is just gonna be like one night. It's not gonna be much. And then that day trip to Allentown. So those are the two things. And then some back to school shopping. So I have to consider these things. So I think we can make it work. So, oh, I do have a car registration as well to consider. Look at that. I forgot about that. So they say $48 or $96 for 2 years. Okay, that's what I did. So I think I'm just gonna do the $96. Let's make it 97 just in case. So, and then we are going to do eating out for that trip in Allentown and the beach trip. Honestly, I don't need 120 for groceries just because I'm gonna be eating out. So honestly, I'm gonna shave that in half. We're gonna do 60. And then you know what I don't see here? Forgot to add gas for some reason. The heck? I need gas. I need gas. So because all the driving that we're gonna be doing, so maybe I'm gonna put let's put 50 for gas. And then honestly, I think $200 is enough. And then we're gonna X this out for now. And then I think we're gonna put, still need my lashes. So we're gonna put $100. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, $100 for that. And then we are going to, we have $11, so we can put it towards honestly, I think I want to put it towards these because this is pretty full. Let's go ahead and put it towards Christmas. All right, that's it. That's what we're working with. I feel good about it. It may change, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how I do my budget. So this is the process. It's not perfect, it's not clean. I didn't want to come here prepared, overly prepared, but I wanted to show you real life what this looks like. But the whole point is I have $0 left over. So every dollar is accounted for. Now I can always come back and change depending on things that come up, or if plans change, or if I kind of reconsider. So that's the good thing about it. But at the end of the day, I know that every dollar that's going to come in, it's accounted for, and I don't have to guess, and I know exactly where each dollar is going. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video is helpful. Let me know what resources you're using to help you to create a budget. I will also include just like a link to the template that I use to create this. Now, I found this through Dave Ramsey, I believe, and I just made it my own, or you can honestly find it anywhere. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Take care. Bye.